Hi. This is me. I'm playing.
Whoa. Do you feel that, sir?
So as it was with the last part?
This is pre-recorded. I performed this part.
Not live.
Not live. Over a week ago, and I haven't viewed it since, so I forget what happens.
I'm excited.
How is she, like, just created it and now she's the queen?
That's how it works.
She was... It's kind of like how, when you're born, you're like the Queen of England or something. They, like, hatch from eggs. Here I'm highlighting the mission objectives. I'm bored. I had a few drinks before I recorded this.
Family water.
Family water, and I was
This
getting
episode brought to you by
increasingly frustrated because I kept failing. This is, however, a successful attempt, so...
I was hoping you were recording your failures.
I'm thinking of a highlight reel kind of situation. Now I'm following along with the words.
What you need to do is record like an hour-long segment, and at the end being like, "Oh wait, this is the one I died. All right, we'll just redo it next time."
That would be good. So this is basically you destroy the Protoss base. That's the objective.
So
But
it's just like a whole obliteration, or just the base? Like just one specific building?
I think it's all of the buildings, which is like the most like general objective. It's like the most basic one.
Whoa.
So there's a couple islands actually that host. You may notice a bunch of minerals. These dragoons are bugged out for some reason because they were attacking mutalisks and then they went out of range, so they stopped attacking whatsoever.
Neat.
And now I just kind of bait them a little. Because I do want to set up a base on this island, and better do it sooner rather than later, because Daddy needs his income, I guess. And the rest of them, I don't know why they have any ground troops there, because like they can't attack me if I send my my Guardians and Mutalisks. I don't know if I went over Guardians yet. So they're aerial, like basically siege units.
That crab-looking thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
The big crabs, they shoot from a long distance, further distance than like any anti-air like ground structure. So it can be pretty useful, but they're very expensive. So.
Hey Ben, guess who I am?
Who are you?
Yeah, because the sound
Which specific?
because the sound effects are so loud, you might want to project as much as you can. Because I have a feeling.
Or just turn it down.
Yeah. Well.
What?
There, I was frustrated. I didn't have enough minerals. There's a single zealot.
Friggin' salad.
Yeah.
What's up with these zealots?
Yeah, they only said one the first time, and I'm not sure why that is, because you start with a sunken colony, which just absolutely schools them. So you don't have to do anything with that.
Is that HD1 out yet?
No, not quite. No release date yet either, but
No, in Blizzard it might be this year.
I'm hoping it's fairly soon, so I can start recording in glorious definition. High definition.
I love definition.
So yeah, I just
Super high.
so I planted a hatchery over there, and I guess I'm going links. I don't remember doing this, but whatever. Planted a hatchery over there because I wanted optimal saturation, which is 3 drones to a geyser. I don't know. One of those drones juked on the way over to the geyser. I don't know why that was. AI is not super consistent or very good for unit movement and pathing. In fact, it is completely chaotic and unreliable. There I was, getting frustrated once again at not having enough minerals. And I was...
You can feel the emotion, Ben.
Yeah, just with the wild way I am moving the cursor around. Here I need... Nope. There we go. Transporting for overlords. We saw this demonstrated in 2 missions ago, where I ferried a bunch of units over to an island base in overlords. These big squishy sacks that love to die very easily because they have no attack of their own, but I have to use them in this case because there's no way to reach that mineral island down there that I cleared out previously.
You need minerals.
You know what you should do?
What?
Since you recorded this and you were having a few family waters,
Yeah.
you should have a few family waters before talking about it, so you can be...
You can remember what you did.
So
now I know.
So you can get like angry at it, but you have family water both times.
Yeah.
So like, what was I thinking?
That is an accurate depiction of.
That sounds like me.
Yeah, that's me on
What was
Family Water.
What was I thinking? Well, you should see Ben on family water. It's a different kind of thing.
I think it's just me, but worse.
Well, some of the Doom segments were sponsored by Family Water.
They were sponsored by Family Water. So this...
That guy's like, where do I go?
I'd like to go over some of my failed attempts. What I did was I took some of the starting forces. There's actually another base far to the right, which I would immediately try to take out because, well, you have the starting forces to do so. The problem was I kept screwing up and getting Kerrigan killed just absolutely immediately, like 5 seconds in. And I know it's possible because I've done it before, but I wasn't recording at that time, so there we go. Now the ferrying begins very slowly.
Well, they certainly move slowly.
They really do. It's terrible. Making more overlords because can't get enough of those guys. I guess I do go mess.
Not enough minerals, Ben.
What is it? It's Lings, and then I go Muted Guardian as well. So Guardians, I say they're expensive, and that's because they actually require a Mutalisk to morph. They morph from Mutalisks. They go into big, ugly cocoons.
And all the units morph, or just like specific ones?
The Guardians morph from the Mutalisk itself, so you have to get a Mutalisk from a larva. Yeah, I'm also... Yeah. Just waiting off those minerals. So Guardians morph from Mutalisks. Yeah, saw some... got some intel, and in Brood War there are 2 more units that morph from other units, but that's a whole nother expansion, so I'll get to those later.
Minerals.
Doing this dance again.
No, I don't.
Oh, they're going straight up the left. That's good. Dragoons absolutely shred the crap out of... Or no. Get shredded by Zerglings very easily.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty good defense by me, except for the part where I just totally let them walk up the side. I actually forgot that there was a ramp on the opposite side, so...
Oh, you thought they were going to go around?
Yeah, even though that I deliberately had an overlord pick up a drone at that point. Having a lot of fun here.
Yeah, but now you got 2 mineral points, right? So the minerals are going to start racking up.
Yeah.
I like watching the number for the minerals going up and down because it's not like it like in Age of Empires it goes up by like 10 or 50 or whatever. This one it like does single numbers really quickly. It's like
It's usually denominations of 5. It just looks fancier.
it looks fancy because it counts up
It's
singly.
it's actually by 8.
Huh.
Oh.
So I don't know. I don't know if I mentioned this, but in StarCraft 2, it's actually like 5 minerals, 5 gas per trip. but in the original, for whatever reason, it's 8. And I don't know why they chose 8, but it basically means you need less workers than in either of those games. Or, sorry, in Starcraft 2. So, that's just one difference.
And what do you build again to be able to have more units, like more population units?
Those would be overlords, which are also serving as our transports at this time.
Those are the things that change the max of the units you can have?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that is, obviously...
like what the idea is that they're like the Wi-Fi connection repeater, so that you can all get the hive mind out to those locations.
So that's exactly the concept. The more overlords they are able to control a larger section of
Pretty mad.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
So this mission unfortunately takes a lot of the next 2 missions after this segment I recorded. I believe also takes a similar thing where the enemy bases are fairly well built up, and you can't really end it very quickly without building up a lot of units. I usually try to play very quickly and have not a lot of downtime. However, in this case, these missions just require overwhelming numbers to beat. There's also a small section after you complete the primary objective where there's a secondary objective that you have to complete. I believe I'm already set up for completing that.
Why did that explode?
It transformed into a hive. So, your basic town hall structure as a Zerg is basically how you advance up the tech tree. So with the hatchery, you can only make Zerglings and Hydralisks. And once you morph to a layer, you are able to build a queen's nest. We have seen queens. I never use them. And a spire, which is where you get Mutalisks. And then you need a hive to do Ultralisks and Defilers. Defilers, which are just absolutely brazenly broken, basically.
Really?
They are like one of the most powerful units in the game, and they do not attack at all. But I guess I'll demonstrate this. I don't believe it's this part, but I will in the future.
Why do you have so much more gas than minerals?
I'm making primarily Zerglings. I haven't made like any gas-heavy units, but I am banking up because I know I want to make a lot of Mutalisks. A lot of tech also costs gas, but I haven't made a lot of tech.
Get the heck out of here.
Okay, so I have made some Mutalisks. I'm gonna lose an Overlord.
Well, gas just went down by like 400, so like right now.
Yeah.
These things are pretty strong, or else overlords are pretty weak.
Overlords, yeah, they're pretty squishy.
What are you trying to do there?
Lure it.
Yeah, I'm trying to lure it into the range of the sunken colony, but it keeps bugging out and not pursuing. So there's that. Like oh crap, there's a Reaver. I don't think we discussed Reavers. They're the absolute worst. They're the entire reason I don't just go like full Zergling. So what they do is they have this siege attack, which is releasing something they call a scarab. It is basically a small explosive that travels across the battlefield to its target. It basically makes Zerglings explode in a wide radius. I think it also one-hits Hydralisks.
Jeez.
So there's really, like, no...
I can wipe out an entire army that we've worked hard on.
Yeah, I think we might see that occurring very shortly.
Rip.
Yeah, they're doing this thing again. And I just sent all those units over there without, do I even look at them? I really should.
They're just
Yeah,
they're just red boxing.
yeah. Yeah, so you see all that blood, that's, okay, well, let me,
There's there's one back there.
yeah, there's 3,
Oh, there's three.
yeah, there's
Oh,
3
wow, they
Reavers.
just wiped that out. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Reavers are no joke,
Nice
and
army, bro.
there's, at this point, you don't have a great answer to them, besides Mutalisks, and guess what, they also have Dragoons, which are pretty effective Mutalisk counters. So that's not great. What did I do? Am I not going Guardian at all?
Rip.
Yep, so that guy got exploded. I guess I don't go Guardian. I now have
What were you thinking?
under 100 gas at this point, so I take another extractor. I must not go Guardian because I don't have a greater Spire yet even. I'm sending Kerrigan up to the top so I don't accidentally send her into battle and death, which happened more than once. Here's me struggling with the fact that I never hotkey anything beyond the number 5 because I'm extremely lazy with my hands on the keyboard, and 5 is too far for me to reach. Or sorry, 6 and beyond is too far for me to reach. This carries over into Starcraft 2. It's why I'm not a better player. So I've got all these units and I'm ready to attack, but I'm sending them off somewhere. Okay, I'm making 2 control groups.
We're doing something.
I'm making 2 control groups and moving them away. Pro players can do this in probably fractions of a second. I'm taking about 30. And they will do this while macroing, or making units back at home.
Rip.
So yeah, this is the overwhelming numbers that I'm talking about. Trying to micro. Pull away the weak ones.
The Protoss are so shiny, like gold and like a very royal blue.
It's so satisfying.
Yeah. I actually really like
How they explode and like everything is blue and their projectiles.
I really like all the vibrant colors in StarCraft 1.
Yeah.
Have we met the Protoss in the scenes in the beginning? I kind of forget.
I thought they were in the tail end of the Terran campaign. No?
Were they?
Yeah.
But like, you didn't fight
No,
them?
you mean like the briefing?
Yeah, the briefing. Have we talked to them yet?
We talked to one in this mission.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was Tassadar, who is the
He was the one
hierarch.
who said, remember, he's the one who said, oh, Queen. And you were like, Queen?
Yeah, we've spoken to them before, I think in the Terran as well. Wait, I don't know if that's correct.
I didn't think we talked to him in Terran, but I think like they showed up in a mission.
Yeah.
Right?
This is a big map.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty big. Here I'm basically throwing all my Mutalisks away because I'm a bad player. I really should have supporting Zerglings at this time, but I guess he's bad at playing and doesn't have any Zerglings made up. So, oh wait, there they are. Oh, no, more Mutalisks. Okay.
Dude, look at those minerals.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what having 3 bases does for you.
I feel with no gas.
Yeah, so I have a real problem with taking bases that I never end up getting full utility out of because I'm not, like, my production. I can't make things fast enough for the income, and that carries over into a multiplayer as well. I have a really bad habit of that.
So, I guess this is an off-the-wall question. You know how there's tool-assisted speedruns for
Yeah.
like a lot of different games? Is there anything like that for a game like StarCraft? Like where they have like just a computer at like just ridiculous levels, just
So they actually do.
Huh.
They act not like super ridiculous levels, but one of the things that a lot of people are doing with Brood War is they're making Brood War AIs that they fight. They have like competitions where the AIs fight each other, but these are like custom. They're supposed to replicate top human players. I don't know if there's any like. I mean, there has to be one where it's just like absolute balls to the wall, like the most ridiculous, like 10,000 APM kind of thing. But yeah, they do have. It wouldn't be like a campaign speedrun or anything. It would be like purely multiplayer. But,
Yeah. I think that'd be pretty cool. Almost like when they have the best human chess players play against computers, like the best human players play against the best setup computers. I don't know. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
because the best human players would easily win any campaign so easily, you know.
Yeah.
Or probably any multiplayer set to computer so easily, unless of course they made a specific one. I don't know, that'd be kind of neat.
Yeah, so the thing about these AIs is that like they're usually very specialized. They can only do like one specific race or like one or even like a specific build. Some of them like are able to like kind of transition, or they see like if my opponent is doing this, like I have to like do this or like adapt their strategy somewhat.
Our forces are under attack. But it would be something that like if as a human player you would see what you could tell what the build is and then work towards the weakness. Because any build would have like something that they were like neglecting. Or,
yeah.
They would have something optimized, so then you'd be like, all right, stay away from that, but because they're optimized to that, we can just do this, and then it's like, done.
Yeah, just, I believe that despite, the capabilities of an AI, like, pro players are still able to, like, consistently beat them. Don't quote me on that. This is something that I haven't studied a whole lot, but I do want... I've been like reading up on it a little bit recently, and I actually do want to like explore it a little bit more because it's really fascinating. I like seeing people play Starcraft really well, and computers for that matter. Here I am. I was trying to figure out the command to deselect units, so I deselected the Hurt Mutalists, and I had to read the tooltip because I'm bad.
Rookie mistake. Rookie mistake.
Do you have to kill every enemy to win?
Every building.
It's every building typically, and I'm just preparing for that because, as I mentioned, there is a sub-objective after I complete. I've pretty much gotten the resistance there, so should be basically just throw a few lings in there to because lings tear down buildings so fast. It is ridiculous once you have them fully upgraded. It's like just really satisfying to get like a whole bunch of lings on a Stargate and see how fast that guy goes down.
That was one dude.
Yeah. I mean, so brittle, but like they just like absolutely destroy. There's also, I don't know if you might have caught it on the mini-map in the bottom left, there's actually like a small base that like you would have to pass through. Similar to like what I took down in the top right. Sorry. And basically, I didn't look at that at all because, oh, there I go. I'm actually wondering where all the buildings are, and it's because I've just been sending lings to the bottom right. They pass through there, and they just kill it on their way there. So, so yeah, there was that.
You're like, oh, huh, you killed that.
This is where I realized that I accidentally made Scourge, because my habit when making drones is to spam S for select larva and D for drones, except S is also make Scourge once you have the larva selected. Look at that. Those Zerglings. My goodness. very satisfying. And there's like one last thing, one last building. It's a robotics facility. That's where Reavers come from, and I hate them. So of course, let's kill it.